There's a lot of magic in this musical, and you can choose to bring in your own magic from the outside world. But one of the things that's important is in scene 4 of Act 1, where Macardi takes a ball and he makes it disappear. And I want to show you how to palm a ball. It's not hard, but it does take a little bit of practice. Out of everything in this entire musical, this may take the most practice, but it's not that hard. Nothing that we do in this musical is that hard. It requires theatrical ability. I would go out and get a rubber ball. The biggest one I would get would be something this size. This is about 1.5 inches. This is a racket ball, and you can get them in various colors. I tried to go with a green because I thought that showed up and was contrary or would contrast with the costumes and stuff on stage. You can get them in yellow, you can get them in white. I would avoid black because it's harder to see in the crowd. But to palm a ball, all you're going to do is do something like that and show the ball is gone. And the ball is obviously in the other hand. Now, and he even says that in the
script.
In the script, that it is in the other hand. What you're going to do is this. If you take your left palm, presuming you're right-handed, take your left palm, and you're just going to put the ball with your middle finger and just hold it. And you're just going to roll the ball and just get in the habit of what that might feel like to roll the ball like this. Just go back and forth. Ultimately, when the ball gets to be about into your palm area is where we're going to do the move. But just get used to what this feels like. Bringing the ball back and forth in your hand a few times. Then, keep your hand motion the same. Your hand motion is going to keep going this way. You don't want to stop, but you're going to bring your hand together. And as I bring my hand together, my thumb just captures the ball. But the motivation for me bringing my thumb down isn't to capture the ball. My motivation is to point. I want to create a fist with this hand to point. That's my motivation for this process to come to a stop, is because I'm pointing here, that there's nothing there. Now when you look down here, okay, you don't want to keep your hands totally straight. This is not how you want to palm a ball. But you want to keep your hands kind of with the fingers curved a little bit, but you want to try to avoid as many windows in here as you can so that you can't see the ball. So my desire and hope would be that if you're going to do this, is that Macardi is either stage left, or if he's stage right, he's sort of facing a little bit to stage left, because that'll help provide that. If he's standing, the hand just becomes dead weight. Boom. But remember what I've said on other videos, and I will continue to say this. The bigger movement covers the smaller movement. What does that mean? That means if I do this and drop this hand down and leave this hand right here, everybody's going to be staring at this hand that's moving, because the bigger movement's going to cover the smaller, and people are going to look at where the bigger movement is. So what do I want to do? When I do this, I'll bring this hand up a little bit. It was here, now I'm going to bring it up here. And my eyes are going to watch it. If my eyes are watching my hand go up, you as an audience member are going to want to follow my eyes as well. So if I do this and go, oh, there it is. And then you show it's empty. Now, one of the things I'd recommend when you practice is this. You take the ball and you do that. And you actually transfer the ball for real. What does it look like to hold the ball in your hand for real? Because that is what you want to mimic. Now when I take the ball out, I still want to have that same shell, that same bone structure in my hand. With the ball, there it is, boom. Without the ball, there it is. I want to figure out what that is so that when I go to transfer it, it looks like that's what it is. Now, down on my leg here, I'm just sitting here very nonchalantly holding the ball. My thumb is the only thing. This is all dead weight, and my fingers are just relaxed. And this becomes a great way to palm a ball. Macardi does this to Kadi, and it's a great effect. So it takes some time to practice this, and if you find this ball is too big, you can go for with a slightly smaller ball. Tennis balls and stuff can become too big. You can do it, but they become awfully large. I would also come with a rubber ball of this material. The nice thing about a rubber ball versus, say, a marble or something is, should the worst happen, which is that you drop it on stage, as you're doing it, it drops. The nice thing about a rubber ball is that it comes back to you. A marble or something that's a solid will hit and stick, and then you have the awkward moment of having to bend over on stage to pick up a prop. If this were to fall down and it picked back up, you could just play with it like you meant to do that and then do it again. So rubber balls are a good thing to have at most times anyway. So that is how to palm a ball.